We have our eye on copper, both in Indonesia and supply concerns by some analysts. Here to talk to me about it, as always, is Eric Zuccarelli, independent metals trader here at the New York Mercantile Exchange. Zook, when you're looking at copper and you're looking at the elections in Indonesia, what do investors need to be aware of this whole situation?
Well, the elections were basically at the end of June. We still haven't had a winner. However, the incumbent party had been in negotiations with the miners so that there's a big tax that would be on raw material leaving the country. This raw material is usually in a dirt form in most commodities, whereas copper, the miners actually refine it into something called copper concentrates. These concentrates are often added from Indonesia as a clean product, which doesn't have a lot of arsenic as a byproduct, which is environmentally harmful, which is good to combine with Chilean copper, which is a more environmentally harmful product. Since these Indonesian concentrates have not been allowed to be exported, as Indonesia wants them to be refined on their land, you basically have a force majeure. That's been the $24,000 question in copper this year, as whether any of that concentrate material can be released to the market and actually be used to increase supply for this year's demand.
So speaking of supply, one of the discussions, Morgan Stanley came out with a note yesterday saying that they think that enough supply is being brought offline, that miners aren't producing enough, that we're actually going to see a price increase for the second half of the year. But do you think that we won't see that?
Well, certainly if the Grasberg and Indonesian copper comes out, we should be oversupplied. And certainly we have seen inflows into Shanghai warehouses. Last week was 30,000 tons. We have seen the arbitrage flip from China, which was premium and in a backwardation, to now China is discounted at LME, which opens up the window, and we've seen material flowing from Shanghai or Chinese warehouses to LME Asian warehouses. So at this time, the market does seem to have ample supply. However, we have seen good numbers coming out of China, whether it's GDP, industrial production, or PMI, which does lead people to land on the side of bullishness for copper.
All right, Zuccarelli, as always, we appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Again, thanks to my guest, Eric Zuccarelli, independent metals trader here at the New York Mercantile Exchange. For The Street, I'm Joe Doe.